Hey guys, so we are trying out some new things today, and I've actually already gotten started without you, but I'm going to walk you through what I did. Um, let's start, let's start with this. I have seen these at Dollar Tree for a while now, and I decided to pick one up the other day. This is the B.Pure Rollerball perfume in blueberry scent. I love this, you guys. I put it on my wrists and I keep reapplying it throughout the day because it smells like if there was such a thing as a blueberry popsicle, this is what it would smell like. It smells so good. And I was showing my husband when he got home from work yesterday, and he loves it. And so I told him there's a strawberry one too. He said, yeah, go back and get that too, because yeah, this smells like if there was such a thing as a blueberry popsicle, this is what it would smell like. So it's fruity and sweet, and I love it. And it does not make me sneeze or give me a headache or anything, because some perfumes do that with me. I'm very sensitive to scents. I can actually get migraine headaches from certain perfumes, so I have to be very careful with that. But this doesn't bother me at all. And I used my hard candy lip repair oil in crystal clarity. I'm trying to use this up, and man, it takes a long time to go through a container this size of anything, but I'm working on it. I use that every day. I don't use it every day because I love it. I use it every day because I'm trying to use it up, because that container leaks. Most people would just chuck it, but I'm kind of cheap. I can be. In some ways, I can be. And then other ways, I'm the opposite of cheap, spend money like it's nothing. So it varies, depends on what we're talking about, it depends on the day, my mood, everything. So anyways, that whole thing that I was talking about with allergies and everything leads me to the next thing I'm going to talk about. I bought the B.Pure Hydrating Primer Serum. This has rose oil in it. My whole life I thought I was allergic to roses, but then I got that sample at the CCO of that Joe Malone fragrance that was rose and something. What was it? Here it is right here. Barley Poppy. Poppy and barley, but I read the information that came with this, or I looked it up. Yeah, I looked it up, I guess. And it said there was rose oil in it. And that perfume does not give me a headache. It does not make me sneeze. So I thought, well, maybe I'm not allergic to roses. So I bought this. And what I did was this morning, I took a generous amount of this and rubbed it all over the back of my hand and waited to see what was going to happen. I did not sneeze, I did not get a headache, and the skin on my hand did not turn pink or get irritated in any way. So I was like, all right, I'm just going to go for it. So I put this on as my primer today, and no issues with it. So they have other B.Pure products at Dollar Tree that have rose oil in them. So I might try those too, since I made out so good with this. And my foundation went on nice. Now, I finished my container of CoverGirl Simply Ageless Skin Perfector Essence yesterday. Finished a whole container of it, and I do have a backup, but I said, you know what, before I go into a backup, I have other foundations, so why don't I start using some of those before I do that? So today, I used L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Foundation, and my shade is C2. I didn't remember this being such a full coverage foundation. I was shook at the coverage that I got from this. Because, see, I'm so used to going in with the CoverGirl Simply Ageless Skin Perfector Essence, and then having to go in with another CoverGirl foundation on top of it, that I was surprised that I could cover everything I wanted to cover just with this. And I thought the color match was perfect. Now, I deliberately chose this one from my collection because it's so light in color, because it's the end of winter. This is as light as I'm going to be all year long. So I basically went in and grabbed the lightest foundation that I had in my collection. So yeah, this is C2, but coverage was great and it went on beautiful over that primer. So yay to both those things. Now, I always start off my routine with my NYX Pro Fix Stick Correcting Concealer because, well, you know the story if you watch my videos. This covers all imperfections beautifully. I do that right after the lip repair oil. Then I go in with everything else. And I did not put that primer anywhere near my neck because still trying to completely heal that area that I don't have any idea what the issue was. But, you know, when it comes to breakouts and stuff, it can be so many things that there's really no way to narrow it down for sure. But anyways, I didn't want to take any chances, so I didn't put that primer on my neck. Now for concealer, I wanted to try something different today. And you know, you don't know how things are going to work out unless you try. I started underneath my eyes with the LA Conceal Correct Concealer in Peach. And then I went in with the B.Pure Essentially Ageless Hydrating Serum Concealer. And that's what this looks like. And I think this is light/medium. I think this concealer only comes in light/medium, medium/dark. So yeah. And yeah, both these things, but especially this, is way too dark of a peach for my skin tone. You know, they used to make a pink one in this formula, and I have not seen it in forever. And it worked so great for me. If I ever see that again, I'm definitely going to grab it. But yeah, I don't think they make the pink one anymore because I haven't seen it in years. But I figured I would try the peach, but no, this was way too dark. And then when I tried to blend the concealer in, I couldn't really even blend it well over the peach. And this is too dark too. So those were both fails for me, but I wanted to try them. And then I just blended some of the foundation like over it. And so you can, if you feel like my under eye area is a little bit darker than it should be, that's why. Okay. Now, from this point on, yeah, let's do this next. So I'm going to use a little bit of the B.Pure Green Tea Infused Pressed Face Powder. And this is like a super light green. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you something else that I got from Dollar Tree that's pretty cool. They had these finger sponges. And one of the very best ways to apply powder is with a sponge, believe it or not, pressing it into your skin. So I thought this is really interesting. So, and these, it said on the package, no latex, they are latex free. So we're going to put a little bit of that on, and we are going to press this in. And I'm hoping that by doing this, it's going to lighten that area that got too dark from those other products. Because I have basically two concealers. You know, I tried to do like Corrector concealer. Let's do a little bit just all over. because where this is green, it should cancel any like redness or pink. That's kind of nice. That's kind of nice. And this definitely works well for pressing it into your skin. You know, you could do the same thing with a regular sponge, but I just thought this was convenient. The only thing is I washed these after I took them out of the package, and it took more than a day for them to dry because the inside part where you put your finger was still damp after a day. So it took 2 days for these to dry after I washed them. So there's 2 in the package though, and we really only need to use 1 at a time. So I'll save the other one for another day. I'll just stick that over here. But wanted to show you those. So I feel like that was a win. Okay, so next I want to try one of these LA Colors 2 Cheeky blushes, liquid blushes in another shade. And this is pretty much an orange. It's called Temptation. But the colors that I'm using today, this should coordinate. I put a peach shirt on. And so this is one of those other sponges that I showed you, the star ones. And I figured out what happened with that. Remember I said I lost the one that I washed? I washed it, it dried, and I put it back into the package again, which I don't know why I did that, but anyway. Oh boy, this is a lot of product on this brush. And this is a very, very hard color for me because my skin is super cool tone, so this orange is not going to be great on my skin tone. But you know, I like to use a lot of different colors even if they're not flattering. I don't know. I'm adventurous like that, we'll say. Adventurous or stupid, one of the two. So let's just do 2 dots, okay? And ooh, that sponge works good. Wasn't expecting it to. Wow, that works good. And that color is not too bad, huh? Yeah, that's not bad. Okay, so, you know, if you only use a tiny little bit of something, it's way less scary. But seeing as how I did get all the blush colors from this, this is on a big giant cardboard display at most Dollar Trees, but they could be mixed in too. Just depends on the Dollar Tree and how they choose to display it and if they have room for the big cardboard display. Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad once it's blended in, as long as you don't use too much. That's fine. Okay, so that was Temptation was the color. Okay, now I want to go in with this Ioni highlighter, and it just says Brighten and Shine on the back, and on the front it says Glow, and it also says Aquarius. So that means this was part of the Zodiac collection, which is actually an old collection from Ioni. And you know, different Dollar Trees are going to have different things out. So this is a pale gold, but wanted to try that. So let's grab a highlighting brush. And I thought the gold would coordinate really nice with that orange blush. Oh, and it does. All right. Now, when I did my makeup, I put, oh, that's pretty. I like that. Ooh, nice. That's a good one, you guys. If you see that, grab it. And I did my brows already. I used my e.l.f. Shape and Stay brow pencil, which is basically a clear wax. And then I used MAC Omega eyeshadow as my brow powder. So we are going to do something really adventurous today, you guys. Are you ready? Okay, you know how I use the Colourpop shadow stick in Bear With Me to start every eye makeup look that I do? I've been totally obsessed with it. Well, when I was at Dollar Tree the other day, I saw these and I thought, ooh, these remind me so much of that Colourpop shadow stick that I'm obsessed with. What am I talking about? The LA Colors contour sticks. Okay, let me show you. So there's my Colourpop shadow stick, and these are the LA Colors contour sticks. Now the color is not the same at all, okay? The Colourpop one is like pinky peach, and these are contour sticks, so they're supposed to be like nude shades. Now this one is out of the question. This one is medium. That's definitely not gonna do it. But the tan one, I thought, for the eye look that I'm gonna do today, what if I use this the same way that I normally use this? Yeah, why don't I try this instead? I mean, I don't know how creamy this is gonna be, but I think this color might work well for what I'm going to do for eyeshadows. So let's take my Moda brush. I don't want to put this directly on my eye area because I don't know how creamy it's going to be. So let's just put some on the brush and do it the same way that I would with the Colourpop, which is to put it in the crease. Oh, this is creamy, you guys. So if I'm going for a warmer eyeshadow look, I might be able to use this instead of the Colourpop. Oh wow, that's applying beautifully. For some reason, I wasn't sure if it would be creamy enough. I thought it might be too dry of a formula, but it isn't. It's melting right into the skin. Oh my God, you guys. So you can use these contour sticks by LA Colors as shadow sticks. Wow. Okay. Yes. And when you see the palette that I'm going to use today, you'll know why I'm doing all this warmth. Because, you know, I like to try to be all over the place with the colors and tones that I use because I realize that everybody that watches my videos does not look exactly like I do. So I'm trying to, you know, do something for everybody basically and make it like an all-inclusive channel. Okay, so that worked out. Yay. Okay, so the eyeshadow palette that I'm going to use, I got this at Marshall's. They got a lot of Colourpop at Marshall's right now. This is the Colourpop Crush palette. Marshall's. I paid $4.99 for this, and guess what? They still sell this at Ulta for $9.99. So I got it for 50% off. I'm telling you, you guys, TJ Maxx and Marshalls, if you want to save yourself some money. The only thing is, you do have to be careful, like I've said before. You have to check everything that you buy, make sure that it hasn't been dropped or swatched or damaged in some way. But I've been kind of, I just stuck my whole thumb in there by accident. So klutzy. So anyways, this is what it looks like. Very, very warm toned eyeshadow palette. But yeah, I've been using a lot of different colors and tones and not shying away from anything basically and just trying everything. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a small clean brush and we're going right into that cream color. And we're going to do the brow bone highlight and inner corner highlight right off the bat. And let's even take that a little bit more into that inner corner area. Just extend it up a little bit. Next, I am going to take, let's use a different kind of brush today. Let's do something different. Let's take something a little bit bigger and fluffier. Now, I've never used this palette before, so what I want to do next is take these two mattes and just give them a little swatch just to get an idea of what we're dealing with here. Like, see that peach shade is much too light to use as a crease shade. Ooh, those two blended together, I bet would be perfect. There they are swatched. See, now if you blend those two together, because that brown might be a little bit too dark. You know what? There are no rules when it comes to makeup, and I think this shade actually, because it's in between those two colors, would be better in the crease, but it's got shimmer in it. It's got a lot of shimmer in it. And there it is, swatched. Yeah, I don't know, you guys. I think that's a lot of shimmer to put it in the crease. And then the other one is really dark. And that's like a bronzy gold color. That's what that looks like. Okay, you know what? Let me go wipe off these swatches so I don't get this all over my clothes, and I will be right back. Okay, so here is my dilemma here. I honestly do not feel like any of those shades would be a good crease color. So here's what we are going to do. I've already put down the tan color for the contour, but what if we took it a step further and we went into that medium shade, and what if we used that? Why not, right? And I'm going to just be bold and apply it directly from the stick. And I'm going deeper into the crease here, so that that tan color is still going to be peeking up a little bit. And we're going into the outer part of my lid. Yeah, none of those shades were really crease colors because either they weren't matte or they were the wrong depth of color or the wrong tone. So yeah, let's just use both these contour sticks. Okay. Wow. Wasn't expecting to. Good thing, you know, I couldn't decide between the medium and the tan. I'm so glad I bought both. That worked out, you guys. Okay. So now let's do the lid colors now. So I'm just going to take a small shader brush, and first I'm going to go into this shade here, And we're going to put that on the inner part of my lid. And like I said before, I have some concealer and foundation already on my eye area, so it does have something to cling to. Now keep in mind, orange is my absolute worst color in terms of what looks good or bad on me. And this palette is super warm with bold orange tones to it. So this is not going to be flattering on me, but I still wanted to show the palette, talk about it, explaining it, and everything for those of you that this would look good on. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to flip my brush over and go into the bronzy, darker shade. And we're going to put that on the outer part of my lid. And then blend it back towards the middle. And I'm sort of like flipping my brush back and forth to blend the two colors together so that they will blend better together. Like that. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to my crease brush and blend my crease shades in to these colors. And blend it all together like that. Okay? Now what we are going to do is we're going to take a clean brush. We're going to go into that matte brown shade. And we're going to go right into the outer part of my eye area and put this all in the outer corner. Mostly in the crease area, but I am blending it a little bit into that outer shadow, just a little bit. Okay, so that's good. Now I'm going to take my Smashbox Always Sharp Waterproof Kohl Liner in Penny Lane. This is that warm brown eyeliner that I showed you that I got at, I don't know if it was TJ Maxx or Marshall's the other day, that I sanitized. And I'm putting that right along my lower lash line. And this is a beautiful copper brown color. It's actually just a nice warm brown. And boy, did I get this just in time or what? Because, yeah, I did not have a warm brown pencil eyeliner because I had to throw the one I had out because it was so old. Okay, yeah, I like this liner. Thank goodness. And I'm going to curl my lashes. Obviously, I'm just doing one eye at a time to save time, because otherwise the video will be insanely long. This is a Wet n Wild lash curler. And I dragged out a mascara that I haven't used in quite a while, that's just been sitting in a drawer, because I used to really like this when I first tried it. This is from Dollar Tree. This is the Beauty Intuition Big Long Lashes mascara. I had to put a sticker on it because once you throw the packaging away, you don't know what it is anymore. But this is the one in the purple container. If you hear strange noises outside, it's very windy out there. The birds do strange things when it gets windy. I had a bird scare the hell out of me yesterday. It jumped off the roof of my house onto the awning that we have to block the sun. And it made a really weird noise when he did that and totally freaked me out. Hey, while I'm thinking of it, did anybody see my Instagram post about the Easter candy? There was this candy that I have gotten at Easter every year my whole life. It's my favorite candy in the world. It's by Brock's. It's Brock's Marshmallow Easter Egg Hunt Eggs. It's a marshmallow candy that has a candy-coated shell on it, comes in, and the candy-coated shell is different on each one, all different flavors and colors. Oh my God, I used to love that, you guys. I've eaten it every year on Easter my whole life. Well, Brock's, in their infinite wisdom, discontinued it and don't make it anymore. And I thought that I had found a store that had it yesterday, and no, they didn't have it. It's been discontinued. So I bought something else instead that was very expensive. I bought Hershey's Polka Dot Cookies and Cream Eggs, and I should have loved this because I love white chocolate, and it's just white chocolate with colored cookie pieces in it. Oh my God, this was horrible, you guys. I ate 2 pieces, and I have no desire to eat the rest of it. I probably will, though. I'll probably just hang on to this, and when I really, really get the urge for something sweet, I'll probably eat one, because I don't normally eat junk food, but every once in a great while, I will crave sugar like crazy. So I'll just hang on to this, and when I really want something sugary, I'll probably eat one. Not every day, though. But yeah, I don't normally eat crap. I usually eat very, very healthy, but just wanted to let you know in case you were curious about those. They're horrible. They taste terrible, and I am a big white chocolate fan, but those are nasty. Sorry, Hershey's, but it's true. Okay, so mascara is on. I will shut the camera off, do the other eye, come back, and we'll do the lips and talk about something else. All right, let's move on to the lips. I'm going to use my Hard Candy Instapout lip liner in the shade First Move. Very nice lip liners from Walmart. And I'm just going to line my lips. So speaking of beauty intuition, I was at Dollar Tree the other day, and I saw a bunch of the eyeshadow palettes and lipsticks and lip glosses, and I said, oh, that's cool that they restocked these, because a lot of people didn't get them when they were out before. Oh no, that's not a restock. Those are new colors. I didn't look at it that closely, so I didn't realize that. And I'm kicking myself now because, of course, I want to try the new colors. So this is one of the original colors. This is Mocha, which is the nude. And it's a super warm, like caramel nude. Caramel brown. Speaking of chocolate, these smell like chocolate. And I knew this would coordinate beautiful with that eyeshadow palette. But anyways, yeah, there are new colors of eyeshadow palettes, new colors of lipsticks, lip glosses, and I did not realize that, so I'm going to have to go back and see if they still have any. I hope so, because I want to try them, obviously, because I have all the others. But, yeah, so if you see those at Dollar Tree, just keep in mind that those are new colors. So, thumbs up on the sponges. They worked well. And thumbs up on the eyeshadow palette, even though these colors aren't ideal for my skin tone, they performed well, and that's all that matters, right? $5 at Marshall's. Love the Ioni highlighter, and the blush worked surprisingly well. I think as long as you don't go ham with a color that's not flattering for you, I think it's okay. And LA Colors contour sticks as cream eyeshadows in the crease and outer part of the eye. For warm toned looks, yes, okay. So, and then this, haven't used this in a while and it worked well. Let me look up so you can see how the lashes look. And the primer worked well. The only thing that did not work out for me, oh, and I love that perfume that I told you about. So this doesn't work for me because the peach is too dark for under eye concealer, and the Essentially Ageless concealer is not the right color for me at all. It's too dark, it's too yellow, so that's a fail for me. But there's another concealer that I saw somebody use in their video by B.Pure that I want to try, and that one looked like it was lighter and cooler, so that, if I can find that, I want to try that. The powder, I feel like this works well for me personally because my skin is very light and very cool, but this is good for tapping down, you know, the redness that I get in my skin, and it also blends fine with my light skin. But I don't feel like this would work on anybody that didn't have light skin that had a redness issue, just because of the nature of the color. But I do like that powder. So that is it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, you know what to do. It helps my channel when you do. And thanks for watching. Bye.